But make no mistake, Caitlin Clark is doing things beyond her years.
Caitlin Clark is way better, way sooner than anybody.
Today, we're hearing from 10 WNBA stars who've seen it all, and what they're saying about Caitlin Clark is incredible. What happens when a superstar shows up and completely changes the game? Someone so special steps onto the court that even the legends, both past and present, can't help but pay attention. 10 famous voices, 10 different opinions. When the most successful women's basketball players ever talk about Caitlin Clark, their reactions go from total amazement to bold predictions about the future of the sport. Before we dive in, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Ready? Let's get started.
Absolutely did it all and became a magnet for attention and an icon for sports fans, certainly little girls, certainly mine as well, playing her basketball and watching her play.
Basketball fans witnessed something special when Sabrina Ionescu and Caitlin Clark went head-to-head for the first time on May 16, 2024. These two once-in-a-generation players, who changed the college game, were now facing each other as pros. Their matchup showed everything that makes deep three-point shooting so exciting: sharp court vision and a fearless competitive spirit.
What Caitlin's been able to do in the college game, continue to push it forward. She's selling out every arena she's going to. And, obviously the WNBA is excited to bring her in market wherever she's going to end up, and continuing to push the game. Regardless of what she's doing, she's changing the game of basketball.
Even before Caitlin Clark began her WNBA journey, one of her biggest admirers was already a recently crowned WNBA champion, Sabrina Ionescu. She said, "I'm really excited to see what she can do in the league," recognizing a kindred spirit in Clark's fearless and dynamic style of play. But it wasn't just about similarities. Ionescu specifically highlighted Clark's exceptional shooting range, noting that she can shoot from anywhere on the court, a skill that completely changes the game's dynamics. After their first encounter, Ionescu's respect and admiration for Clark only grew stronger.
I hosted her and her dad at Oregon on when she came to visit, so we kind of go way back, and to be able to see her do what she did in college, and now being able to go up against her, I'm just excited to see what she's gonna be able to accomplish.
Throughout the season, their mutual admiration has been clear. Both stars have publicly shared each other's highlights and celebrated one another's achievements, showing how two fierce competitors can evolve into genuine allies united by respect, talent, and a shared love for the game.
Not the least, bit worried about what she's going to be able to accomplish in the league. I just know she's going to continue to work really hard and stick with it, and good things will happen to good people.
Imagine the best playmaker in NBA history studying every part of your game. That's exactly what happened when Sue Bird, who has 3,234 career assists, looked closely at Caitlin Clark's rookie season. What Sue found changed everything she thought she knew about point guard.
Watched pretty much every single one of Caitlin's games early on, because I am a fan. I do like good basketball. And of course, I wanted to see how she would do. It was like, well, yeah, you have to. If you don't, she's going to drop 35 on you.
Drawing on her 2 decades of WNBA experience and 4 championship rings, Sue Bird's analysis carried serious weight. She noticed something rare in Caitlin Clark's game, an instinctive understanding of spacing and timing that most players take years to master. But what truly stood out to Bird was Clark's exceptional court vision and decision-making. She pointed out how Clark's ability to elevate her teammates' performance set her apart, especially considering how most rookies struggle to adjust to the faster pace of the pro game.
Yeah, as I mentioned, Kelsey Mitchell's ball and Caitlin continuing to impress, and she's going to break records nonstop for the next couple of years. Yeah. It's just going to be a constant record.
Looking ahead, Sue Bird's evaluation of Caitlin Clark's potential left no doubt. She made it clear that Clark's ceiling is sky-high and that we're only witnessing the beginning of what could become a truly transformative WNBA career. Meanwhile, Napheesa Collier, the reigning Defensive Player of the Year, offered her own insight from a defender's point of view. Even before Clark entered the league, Collier noticed something special in her game, that deep shooting range which completely changes how defenses operate. By stretching the floor and forcing opponents to guard far beyond the arc, Clark disrupts traditional defensive schemes. Reflecting on Clark's rookie season, Collier explained how that range forces defenders to adjust their entire strategy, acknowledging just how much impact one player can have on the modern game.
So crazy because the growth that Caitlin has brought to the game, the sheer amount of money that she's making these like these teams, people are having to move their venues for when she comes to play. I think she deserves that. I think she should be one of the top players in the world just for the sheer numbers that she's bringing. So I think that's something that needs to change, and that's what we're trying to do.
Through their many head-to-head matchups, it's easy to see the fierce competitive fire that fuels Caitlin Clark. She plays with a passion that lifts everyone around her, one observer noted, emphasizing the intangible energy Clark brings to every game. The phrase, generational talent, is often used loosely, but what happens when one true revolutionary player evaluates another who's just starting to redefine the sport? Enter Candace Parker. Fresh off her transition to broadcasting, Parker broke down Clark's approach with the precision of someone who knows exactly what it takes to dominate from day one.
I think that's what she's done for the game. You know, in general, I don't say women's basketball. I say the game of basketball, period. You want to see a show. And I think that that's the biggest thing. You always talk about Steph being a showman.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this is a showman right here.
Yes.
You're able to have sellout crowds to come and see you play. You have student sections that hate you, that want you to lose. That's what sports is, and that's what competition is, and Caitlin's brought all of that in.
Parker's analysis of Clark carried special weight. After all, she was the first player in WNBA history to win MVP honors as a rookie. When someone of her stature speaks, the basketball world listens. Parker sees something transformative in Clark's approach to the game, describing her as a player who's changing basketball itself, not just the women's side of it. She acknowledged Clark's broader influence, noting how her presence has expanded the sport's reach, inspired a new generation of fans, and redefined what's possible for young athletes everywhere.
When you talk about players that change the game when they're on the court, whether they're touching the ball or not, you have to guard her when she steps into the gym. And so I don't think we've seen anything like that in women's basketball. I've played against a number of great shooters.
Yes.
Somebody that when they walk in the gym, you have to guard them. And I think the way the game is played has allowed her to showcase that skill, to be able to take that shot. That shot's being a good shot. It speaks to where basketball is right now.
Parker believes Caitlin Clark has the potential to become one of the all-time greats, a truly revolutionary force in women's basketball. She emphasized that what we're witnessing is the beginning of something special. Clark's exceptional basketball IQ, combined with her ability to make plays that show maturity far beyond her years, sets her apart. Add in her unprecedented shooting range, and she's creating opportunities that simply didn't exist before. If you've made it this far and are enjoying the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on all notifications. It really helps the channel grow. Now, let's get back to the action.
Just really, really cool to think about one of those little girls became Caitlin Clark. So I think it just goes to show you, when you just do your best to be in the moment and treat people with kindness, and just be present when you can, it really makes a big difference. And looking at the type of person and leader that she can be with people.
However, Parker isn't the only legend who sees greatness in Clark's future. Before Caitlin Clark became widely known, she had a chance meeting with her childhood idol, Maya Moore. That encounter sparked the start of a mentor-protege relationship, one that even Moore herself couldn't have predicted would become so meaningful.
All I ever wanted to do was meet her. I didn't have a phone. My dad didn't have his phone, so I just ran over. It's like, can you sign my shirt? Signed my shirt, gave her a hug, ran away. It's like the most vivid memory I have of like women's basketball growing up. And like, honestly, like I still tell everybody that story because it meant so much to me. It's like so cool. I still feel like I was this tall and freaking out, and I ran across the court, gave you a hug. I know. Now I'm like taller than you.